Hello everyone, it's me, DillysSims. Welcome back to my channel. Today is floor plan day. How is your guys' New Year's going? Mine is going good. So far. It's only been like a week and 2 days. So far I can't complain. I got this house off the gallery. I probably should have started off with that first. No. Okay, why is it that every single week I say that I get it off of the gallery? That's a lie. I got this floor plan off of Google, but you can find this house in the gallery. And when I first found it, what really captured my attention was the porch that swung around and made the L shape. That's what really caught my attention. I really loved it. And that was the selling point. And like most of these floor plans that I create, it's not 100% perfect because there's, what do the Sims have that we don't? Storage, or no, that we have that Sims don't have. Storage, so there's like room cabinets for storage, closets for storage, what else? Laundry rooms. The Sims don't need a laundry room, so I built the best type of laundry room I could create. And if it's weirdly shaped, I'm so sorry. I showed my sister and she's like, why is your bathroom so small? And I was like, I just want to make it as nice as I can. Could you just tell me it looks great? But I tried my best. I'm so sorry if you all hate it. But like I said, how was your New Year's? Good. Good. Sorry, I'm trying to think of what to talk to you guys about. Well, I got stories for you today. So many stories. Oh, you're gonna be shook with the stories I have to tell you. Okay, so where do I start off? I know I'm gonna talk about New Year's right now, and you're like, Dylan, it's been 2 weeks. Could we not talk about New Year's? It's like over. But I haven't talked to you guys in like 2 weeks because the week before I was talking about Christmas because I pre-recorded. And now I'm pre-recording for when school is coming. So next week I'll be talking about when school started and how much I hate my teachers and my classes. Which, I mean, I probably won't talk about how much I hate my teachers because one of my teachers I've already had and I like him, he's pretty cool. And the other teacher is online, so I'm never ever gonna meet them, so can't complain about that. But let me get on with it. Let me start talking about my stories. Okay, so a day before New Year's, I had family come over because my uncle was like, oh, I want to throw a party and I want to have my brother, so it'd be my dad, my uncle, and my other uncle. And my dad was like, okay, that's a great idea, I love it. But guess what happened? My dad and my mom had to plan everything. The food and everything. All my uncle did was basically show up and provide sweets that he didn't make. Well, actually, he made some food. It was like a potluck, but my parents go all out with all the food they make every single time. And, sorry, I'm a little sick, so if I'm like... It's not even that I'm sick. It's weird because I'm just congested. I'm not coughing or anything, so if I'm like sucking up for air, I'll just try to breathe through my mouth. I'm so sorry. This is like TMI for all of you. You guys don't want to hear about like my sick breathing problems. Where was I? But yes, I think it was like the day before that. I was talking to my dad and I was like, okay, 3 more days and then we're done. And I'm not a huge Trump fan. I love his wife, Melania Trump. I love Melania so much. But I was talking to my dad and I was like, okay, 3 more days and then we're done and 3 more years left. And my dad goes, till what? And I was like, till we get rid of Trump. I am sorry if you guys are like Trump supporters. Tell me how stupid I am for not supporting Trump in the comment section below. And he was like, and then what happens? Another, like, Trump steps in, another guy like Trump, and I was like, or we could get another Obama. And he goes, I don't, like, remember anything good about what Obama's done. And I was like, well, newsflash for everyone, I'm gay. So I was like, well, under Obama, I got my right to, you know, marriage. And my dad goes, that's sick. And I know everyone right now who's listening is like shook, right? And I was mad too. I was so mad because I was like, oh my God, I can't believe my dad actually said that to me. And no, it was not a misunderstanding. And then my mom asked him to go to the store, so I was like, I can't believe my dad said that. That's messed up. Because it is messed up. Parents who say that to their kids, I just want to slap the shit out of them. I want to slap them so hard. Like, I don't know. Their teeth falls out of their mouth. Messed up stuff like that, that's wrong. Don't if you're like thinking about having kids, don't you ever say that to your kid, because that's messed up in so many ways. How are you supporting your child by doing that? You're not. But that's besides the point. I'm gonna wrap up the story hopefully soon. And so my dad went to the store because my mom asked him to, and I was waiting for him to get back so I could tell him, you know, what you said was wrong, and I wanted to, you know, like tell him why it was wrong. And so I was brushing my teeth, and my dad came home, and so I finished brushing my teeth, and he was in the garage, and I went up to him, and I was like, oh, actually, he was trying to get inside, so I put my hand on the door to keep it closed, so we could have like a man-to-man talk. And I was like, I want you to apologize to me. And he said, why? And I said, because you said that gay marriage is disgusting. And he was like, oh, okay, fine, I'm sorry. And I was like, no, I want you to mean it. Because gay marriage isn't disgusting. You know what is disgusting? And then I was like, Britney Spears being married for 24 hours and then getting divorced. Kim Kardashian getting married and then getting divorced in 72 days, and then not only that, profiting from her wedding and divorce. And then two people who are straight, who hate each other, they have the right to be married, but gays don't. Now that's sick. And he goes, oh yeah, you know what, I'm sorry. And he didn't actually mean it. Like, I could tell in his voice that he didn't mean it. Because I know your parents and your family. And I was like, this is a joke to you, isn't it? You think that this is all just a joke. You're never gonna grow up. And I was like, I just wanted to let you know that this is wrong. And so I let him inside, and I went inside, and I started washing some dishes because, you know, we're having guests coming over. And he went to go put away the groceries that he got. And he goes, what, was I supposed to be threatened? And I was like, no, you're not supposed to be threatened. I was just telling you what you did was wrong. And what you said was wrong. And he was like, what did he say? He said something stupid. I forgot. Anyways, so I didn't like talk to him at all. Like, I was so mad because it was messed up. And for the whole day, I didn't talk to him at all. And then later that day, he came up to me and he was like, Dylan, and he hugged me and he was like, I'm sorry. And I was like, okay, thank you. That's all I want, because what you did was messed up. And even though this is like a touching, heartfelt moment, I am very skeptical of my parents because they raised me in a very traditional Catholic home. So I'm worried that I'm gonna have to like remind him in 6 months that what he said was wrong because he's gonna say something homophobic again. And I'm very skeptical, but I really did like his apology. So there is a silver lining in this little story. And then here comes story number 2. And this is a second tale of homophobia. And I know you guys probably didn't sign up for this when you wanted to watch this video. I'm so sorry. But I feel like I have to talk about stuff like this because let's say I didn't tell my story and there's a little gay kid out there who's going through the same stuff and feels like nobody else is going through the same stuff as he is, or she is. It goes either way. I would like them to know that there's other people out there that are going through the same stuff that they're also going through. Just because they're raised in a Catholic household doesn't mean they can't fight for their rights, because I am. In 2017, I'm gonna do my very best to make sure my parents are fully aware of my rights. I'm gonna make sure that they, because I haven't even told my second story yet, but I'm gonna make sure that they are very gay positive, LGBT positive, there you go. And it's gonna be hard, I know it, because the way my parents were raised, I don't even think my father said, "I'm proud of you." Ever. I know my cousins, or my uncles haven't told my cousins that they're proud of them. Because my cousin Tina, sorry, I said her name out loud. We got drunk once and she cried about it. But that's besides the point. I'm just talking about my, like, super messed up family. And I'm not even, like, I didn't even ask these, like, my cousins for, like, approval to talk about them on this channel. Oops. Sorry. But also not sorry. Anyways. Okay, my second tale of homophobia. It was New Year's Eve, and we were getting stuff ready, right? And this was the plan. My mother invited my cousin Mike, and he's my cousin by marriage because he was married to my cousin Louisa, but she died. Rest in peace. And my mom also invited my sister's friends, who are also my mom's friends, like, because my sister's friends with Martha, because that's her name, my parents are friends with her mom and dad. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And so it was going to be like my cousin Mike, Martha, her sister, their parents, me, my middle sister, and my two parents, so there'd be 9 of us. Oh my gosh, my stomach, I'm so sorry, I hope you guys can't hear that. And so it was a couple of hours before the party was supposed to start, like before they were supposed to be there, so we were getting like chips and dip and stuff ready, and like food, and my mom goes, "Okay, can you just, you can drink," and I was like, "Okay, good," because I wasn't gonna ask you for permission to drink. She's like, "Can you just, not act silly, and, you know, not talk about being gay?" And I was like, excuse me? And she was like, "Yeah, just, you don't have to talk about it." And I was like, "Okay, well, who are you to tell me whether or not I could talk about it?" Like, that's just, no, that's homophobic within itself. That's like going to, I don't know, gay pride and not talking to anybody, or like telling them, "Please don't talk about how proud you are." Because, and then I found this out later, because she overheard me talking to my godmother, my aunt, who is a very LGBT, sex-positive, liberal, and we were talking about drinks, and I was like, she was like, "I really love margaritas, they taste so good." I'm not a huge fan of margaritas, personally. I'm a big fan of vodka, so I was like, "Well, you know, madrinha," that's, godmother in Portuguese. I love vodka, you know, being gay, cosmopolitans, and apparently my parents heard that one phrase, the only gay thing I said all day. It's not like I was like, "Well, I like to kiss other men." I didn't say that. All I said was, being gay, I like cosmopolitans. And apparently, because of that, my parents got really mad and were like, "You should probably keep it to yourself." Okay. Why not just throw holy water on you while you're at it? And it's not like this is a struggle that it kind of is a struggle, but at the same time it's not, because sure, I could wake up every single day and my parents treat me like complete crap, because of the way I was born. And for some reason they don't understand that you're born this way. They think it's a choice, which it's not a choice, guys. Just letting everyone know right now, it's not a choice. And I know I don't have the same problems as everyone else, but sometimes they say the dumbest, most homophobic things. And like, I also, like, I confide in my coworker Diana, and I've talked about her on this channel every once in a while. And I told her about this, like, whole New Year's experience, and she goes, how could you still love your parents? Like, to go through all this stuff and still love your parents? And I'm like, it's hard not to love your parents. That's just the reality of it. It's hard to not love your parents. Even though they might be dumb, uneducated, stupid, it's hard. And I love them, and I'm gonna do my best to educate them on the stuff they don't understand. And that's all I could do as, like, an LGBT member. Ooh, I completely forgot. So I was being very careful, right? I didn't want to act gay at all. I was very careful to please my mother during this party, which was so popping. Guys, let me tell you, my cousin Mike, who got married to my cousin Louisa, is white. He speaks no Portuguese. But you know what my parents do? He showed up before my parents' friends, and my dad goes and he gets him drunk. Instantly, my dad just starts giving Mike shots. And then my mom's friends show up, or my parents' friends, and they just start speaking Portuguese to them, because they speak Portuguese. And they didn't, like, speak to Mike most of the time. Dinner came along, and Mike sat on the other end of the table with the kids because we were speaking English. And I was like, that's wrong that you kind of, like, ostracized him. You invited him over, and then you basically ostracized him. That's wrong. So wrong. And I was being nice, and I was, talking to him because, I could tell he was lonely. My parents invited him, and then basically ostracized him. And then after dinner, my sister was like, let's watch a movie. So her and her friends and all the kids were watching a movie. And Mike was like, well, I guess I'll go watch the movie too, because my parents were still only speaking Portuguese. And I was like, okay, where do I sit? Because I don't want to go watch the movie with the kids because I don't like that movie. And my parents were playing a very boring game of Sueca, which is a Portuguese card game. So I went to go sit next to them, and I crossed my legs, and then all of a sudden my mom started kicking me to uncross my legs. And it's not like it was like she was kicking me hard, she was just trying to uncross my legs with her feet. And I was like, what the hell? I tried not to act gay for you. But I did one thing that's slightly feminine, and you're gonna have to kick me? Come on. There was more to the story, but here's some take-backs. A, it is not a choice. B, never, ever, ever, ever tell your child that they should hide who they are, or that what they do is sick. And, well, if it's actually disgusting, like eating dirt, I understand. But if it's like being born, like, gay marriage, that's wrong. If you're like, that's disgusting, don't do that. And pictures are coming up soon, guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up. Like, subscribe, comment, do all those fun YouTube things. If you want to download this house, you can find it in the gallery underneath the hashtag Country Chic House. If you if you see a certain floor plan you want to see recreated in The Sims, email it to me. My email is in the description below. If you want to create any buildings or anything for me, tag it in the gallery with the hashtag DillysSims, and I will add it to one of my Let's Plays. And I will catch all of you guys next time. Bye, everybody.